Hello, loves. Thanks for meeting me here. Yeah, it's happening. We're evolving. We're in it together. So, I don't really have this like one thing I want to portray today. It's more of this expression coming through. I felt like it was time to hop on, drop in, specifically on YouTube. And so we'll see how it goes. Um, Pain. Let's talk about pain and depression, or all those feelings that we don't like feeling. The natural response we have is to stop that, stop the pain, stop the discomfort. It is so automatic that we might not realize that we're doing it. And the main reason we do this is because we want to survive. We want to, be a good human, be responsible, take care of ourselves. And that's a great intention. Yeah, like, sounds good to me. Most people will cheer you on. The issue with this is that whatever action we are taking in order to steer away from that feeling, that pain, that discomfort, it's like it creates more space from the pain initially, but it's like a rubber band stretching. The more you run, the deeper the pain is gonna like be like, hey, I'm here. So let that sink in for a moment. It's not necessarily easy to hear these things, but it might create relief. And knowing that, what if you don't need to run or fix or change that pain, that discomfort, that depression? What if there's nothing wrong with it? So, seeing life as a game, which I always love seeing life as a playground, as a game, is that there are many games. There are infinite games in the realm of infinity. In this planet that's becoming more and more multi-dimensional, like we're going to see more and more through the internet and AI, like how all realities exist at once. It's a multi-dimensional playground. That's what is going to settle in. That's what I've been shown by my star team, is that when I dealt with this actually 9 years ago, they were like, this is what's coming for humanity. What it does is it opens the heart of innocence, which may come up with all this pain. When anything is possible, it can bring along a lot of pain. When we know we can play and create any reality and it's all equally true, and the mind can't fathom anymore what makes sense, what doesn't, it's like, oh, life isn't ruled by the mind anymore. And so it breaks down, which is why a lot of people think they're going mentally ill and they have ADHD, all these labels of mental health, all these pills, thank you labels. This is one operating system. It's one game. It's not bad. It just is. There's nothing wrong with playing that game. I have dear friends that operate in that game. My preference is to not play that game. We could still be love. So to acknowledge that repressing, reacting to pain and discomfort is a certain operating system. It has a certain bandwidth, and it can only last for so long, maybe one lifetime, running from pain and discomfort. It's a certain system that represses pain, that represses discomfort. And you can feel it. I can feel when people are repressing pain. It's like I can't breathe as deeply. And there's like, go, 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 do, do, do. Like my nervous system gets agitated when I'm around people that are repressing pain, that are pain repressors. They can be very successful. They can be hardcore doers. I also know people that take a lot of action and create immense, huge things in the world that I feel completely calm with because they don't repress their pain. But you can feel it in an environment where they're pain repressors, probably a lot of them at buffets and like cocktail dinners. I'm not saying that those people do that. I just know that I have felt that. A lot of pain in my body when around environments that repress pain. And so why would we not repress pain? Why would we not repress and run and fix depression? Why would we do that? I think you already know if you're watching till this moment. We reclaim our authentic, honest selves in that space of what we call pain and depression. So I was depressed from age 9. Like I had a deep depression. I would like fantasize about life ending. Like that was my fantasy as a little girl from like 9 to, I don't know, like 30. And a part of me was so curious about the human condition, and I felt like I was here for a greater purpose other than my own suffering. I really felt like I wasn't the only one in those levels of pain. I was like looking at adults since I was little, and I was like, they feel this too. They're just not talking about it. It's like a big secret nobody wants to talk about, and just playing out these weird playground dimensions and games of like blaming each other and resenting each other and fighting. It's like giving all your power away to these sources outside you. I was like, why are you playing that game? And I got really curious. I kind of went into the field of the pain. I like took it on. Okay, like now I know what this pain is. Because I didn't feel it really before that much. I was like, I don't get the human race. I don't get this planet. I don't get, like, love is so simple. Joy is so simple. Forgiveness is so simple. Like, why would so many people opt into realities of pain? And once I got into the pain, I got really curious about it. I became one with it. And everybody was telling me, like, go to an institution, take medication. But I was so curious because I saw people doing those things and I was like, "Ah, I don't want to play that game." It was like that simple. It was like, I could always do that tomorrow. I want to play with this today. And a lot of healers, like, they were overwhelmed by the levels of pain I was facing, and I actually had to do the journey alone. And so it felt real to me. That's the thing. It felt really real, the pain. It felt like it had something really important to say. And so my whole journey is very, very intricate and long. I won't be sharing it all today. But I will say that as I started honoring the states of my depression, treating it as sacred, that feeling of I want to die, I'm going to let it kill whatever wants to die. I'm like, I don't need to take my life in order to purge what isn't me. I would literally, in those states of darkness, I'd be like, do what you need to do. And it got really scary and really hard. And there was nobody around me then. Now I'm surrounded by loads of people who get it more and more that were on the same path at the same time that I was on. It's so cool. But then there was like nothing. Like, I think I just discovered Abraham Hicks, which wasn't like in alignment with necessarily feeling pain, but she gave me a lot of hope. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. But I didn't know anything about any of whatever is so popular in my reality now, shadow work, parts work. Like, that wasn't existent. I just knew that I needed to honor this pain and depression. And I was curious enough because I had a dream to help people get through it. And I promised myself that if I would get through it, I would help as many people as possible. And that brought me joy. And so I followed that. So this isn't the first time I'm talking about pain and discomfort in my videos, although sometimes repetition is helpful. See a video, you forget about it. And so I'm here to repeat that the pain and depression The image I love the most is like it's like a cave of wonders. You know how Aladdin goes into the cave and makes wishes? That's exactly what depression and pain can be. But you can't tiptoe into the cave and be like, send me the genie bottle. It's like, no, it's the cave you need to walk into, and you will find that that lamp to make wishes, to ignite that spark in you. There are many ways to look at this. There's ways to see it as entering the womb of creation, or the yin, or shadow work, whatever you want to label it, but there's no controlling it. You need to enter it and let it hold you. It's yours. Your cave of wonders is yours. It is your space to play with. Just like an empty DVD player, an empty VCR, like you can put anything you want into it. But as you enter it, you might be like, oh, this game is running, this game is running, I need to take these out. So how can we enter this cave of wonders more easily? First of all, know that it's never going to feel easeful initially. Second of all, is that once you do enter it, it's a split hair second away from it being exactly what you were calling in. So many times, even this week, I was like, no, 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 no. And just when I was like, okay, I'm not fighting you. Do with me as you wish. Now, this isn't like letting satanic demonic forces take over you. It's like your internal feeling of that discomfort. It's like you settling in like as though it's an Epsom salt bath, just like. And as we do that, things start to reorganize themselves. You realize that the parts of you that didn't want to let go weren't you. You realize that the more you sit in it and let it guide you back into your body, that you're actually exiting a system that you're trying to be in control of, a way of life, a reality. It may fall apart while you're in this, but that there are many other reality games to play. So I don't really want to overwhelm with a bunch of mental ideas and for you to get nothing out of this video today. I would like you to pick one thing to play with as you do face this pain or this discomfort or this depression. And these are different little things you can play with. Pick your favorite. One is, what if there's nothing wrong with you? Just playing with that question. What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if there's nothing wrong with you? Playing with that question and seeing what it does to your brain and your nervous system. This question alone, because the number one thing that happens is as we're feeling it, like the old system, the old reality will be like, it wants to live. It doesn't want to lose a player in the game. Like it doesn't want to lose your energy because it might fall apart the game, and everything wants to live. So the first thing the game of reality you're playing in, that it will be like, you're wrong, you're bad, you're wrong. And so the way to massage that is curiously playing with, what if there's nothing wrong with me? What if there's nothing wrong with me? What if there's nothing wrong with me? That dismantles the attack that gets on and adds itself on to the actual pure pain and the process that it takes you on. Another thing you can play with is just seeing it as like a sacred cave of wonders. Just that visual, like it's dark, it's a little scary, you don't know if you're going to come out. Just like, what does that do to see this like wave of depression or wave of pain? What if it's a cave of wonders you're entering? What does that do? Just that simple image, you know? Oh, today's a dark day. Oh, I'm feeling like a gremlin. Oh my God, everybody hates me and I hate everybody. Oh, here I go into the cave of wonders. A lot of the time, reality will start shutting down. Like recently in the past few weeks, my car broke down. I had glitches with all the relationships in my life. Like it was like there was no choice other than to enter the Cave of Wonders. It was like no choice other than to stop external and go internal into the Cave of Wonders. And now I could see why. It's, I didn't go into the Cave of Wonders and leave. I entered the Cave of Wonders. The tools were given, the people showed up. And now this Cave of Wonders is a part of me. This pain and discomfort has now liberated my energy that was repressed. It cleared out so many relations. People were randomly messaging me, I can't be in touch with you anymore. Out of the blue. Hadn't talked to them in a month, 2 months. Like, so the frequency of your being shifts as you enter this cave of wonders of yours. So what is it like? That's another way to play with it. What if this is a cave of wonders? Again, it's very challenging to do when you're in it because everything in the brain is like, don't go there, don't go there. Because the brain is designed to keep you safe. It's designed to keep you sane, and sane, so you won't go insane. It's designed to keep you sane and safe. That's just its job. It wants to continue life happening like it's happening and have that false sense of stability. It doesn't want to enter chaos. And so doesn't necessarily make it easier to hear this, but hopefully this can serve as a snippet to give you permission that you can be reborn in this life, in your body, without anything external. And as you step into that bravely, one step into the Cave of Wonders, trusting nothing's wrong with you, those are two tools you can play with. What if nothing's wrong with me? And what if this is a Cave of Wonders? Choose one, do both. When you choose you in that way, the right relationships throw up. You might throw up. The right relationships, I'm not going to edit that out. The right relationships, I don't know what's happening with my voice. A little silliness is needed sometimes, especially when it gets really dark. Lots of self-humor. Another thing to play with. Just riding like I feel like a gremlin and I'm hateful. Bah! This is me too. Rah! That's like your root chakra energy. Okay, that's another game you can play with, like fully embodying the thing you don't want to be. Okay, there are many more tools, but you can play with that too. I do that a lot. I like put a onesie on and everybody knows like, uh-oh, she's in the Cave of Wonders. I'm just like, stay away. I'm fully hateful right now. Like, this is me too. Letting ourselves embody that thing that feels ugly or yicky or like, not pretty, like people aren't gonna like me, I'm the bad girl right now. Dancing in it, moving in it, looking in the mirror and going like, eh. I don't know where I was. Oh, so as you choose you in that unknown, one little brave step. What if nothing's wrong with me? Rather than running from it, rather than doing the thing that makes you feel like everything's okay and in control, just a little more patience. What if nothing's wrong with me? What if this is the Cave of Wonders? That as you deepen with curiosity into that, the right relationships will come, the right support, the right synchronicities, and people will meet you there that are choosing the same frequency of that path, of deepening into who we truly are. So we might feel like you're completely alone in that moment, but you need to make that choice that you're choosing a different system to play in. You're choosing a different game. You're choosing to just be a little more curious about this thing we call depression, pain, discomfort. It's so challenging to do because it's a choice of, it feels like a death. oh my God, my whole life is going to fall apart if I don't do this thing now. And maybe that whole way of you perceiving life will fall apart. But that shift of that direction, the river starts to flow. And it's not what that system says it is. It's a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. Anyway, this was fun. I wasn't sure what was going to come through. I'm really grateful to meet you here. I'm really grateful to be connecting in this way and being able to share from my journey. I always wished that someday I'd be able to share like this. So, yay! If this resonates, let me know by subscribing, liking, commenting. It really means the world to me. It keeps me knowing that it's reaching human hearts, a human heart. And if you would like to connect, there are different ways to do so. I'll leave some information below. You can even just take the simple step of emailing me, being like, hey, curious about your offerings. But there is a free meeting every month in the Play portal where we play with reality in a safe space. And that happens on the 9th of every month. There is a Theta training, which is all about Theta healing and speaking to your own brain and reprogramming our subconscious minds for ourselves and others and rewriting the game of life with the power of our word and reconnecting with our inner authority with Creator. And then there are one-on-one adventures that are designed to quantum leap you. And they're also, right now, I might take it down soon because it just doesn't feel great lately, a free curiosity call. So if you are interested in talking and seeing the best way that I can support you and you're like, I know I want to work with her, I'm just not sure what that looks like, then you can schedule a free curiosity call. They're still up for now. I think I'm going to leave it up for like just a bit more, but I will be taking it down soon because it's just life changes things sometimes, and I'm willing to be changed by life. Blessing you that you feel like you got this, you know? I got it. I got it. Okay, bye.